for Boston. Next month, prior to the draft, Lonzo's father had previously said that his son would only work out for his home team Lakers. Let's keep in mind they have the #1 pick. Stephen A., talk to me.
I'm disappointed simply because he clearly desperately needs an agent. This has his father written all over it in terms of his refusal to work out because he so desperately wants to be a Laker, when in fact he can end up in Indiana Pacers, he can end up in Oklahoma City Thunder, he can end up with any franchise for that matter, because you don't know what the Lakers are going to do. What you don't want to do is minimize your opportunities because you've alienated so many people along the way because of how desperately you want to be a Laker. You're sending the message to the rest of the NBA that they shouldn't want you. You're sending a message to fans everywhere outside of LA that you don't necessarily want to be there. You'd accept it, but you don't want to be there. And that's just not the kind of situation that you want to create for yourself walking into a professional career where you're being paid millions of dollars to play basketball. So again, I have no problem with how he's feeling. It's just that the optics of the situation, as Max would like to say, the way things are looking right now and the manner in which you're serving to alienate other people, how you handle those things can come back to bite you. That is my concern when it comes to Lonzo Ball right now.
I think you got this one exactly wrong. I love this. Look, why is he working out for the Lakers? I'm not going to work out for anyone else, just the Lakers. You're one of the best in the world at what you do. You get to the NBA, you're going to be drafted, everyone wants you, and you have no choice where you go, play, and live for almost 7 years. Because don't tell me, well, you're a free agent after your rookie deal's up. No one ever leaves after that first deal. There's so much financial incentive if you're successful to stay put. No one ever leaves before year 6. Because heading into the free agency of year 7, sometimes they get moved. But it's usually 6 to 7 years in a place you didn't ask to go. 6 or 7 years of your life. So if you have a chance to influence where you go, do it. And in Lonzo Ball's case, what they're really saying is, we don't want the Lakers to pass on Lonzo. We want him to work out for them. And what does that tell you? That tells you that if they're not perfectly confident that if he's available, the Lakers will draft him, they believe that they got the goods. And when the Lakers see him in the workout, they're going to say, we want that guy. So you ain't going to Oklahoma City or anywhere else. You're going to be a Laker. Everyone's focusing on not working out for the Celtics part. That's fine. He's under no obligation to work out for the Celtics or anyone else. It's more important for him to be drafted to the Lakers than to be drafted #1 overall. That's his prerogative. It may not be his prerogative if the Celtics take him anyway, but he's aiding that process. But that's not the only focus. The focus should also be, if you're really looking, that they believe Lonzo's got the goods and he will impress the Lakers enough that in a loaded class up top where it's not clear who's 2 or 3 or 4, that he will convince the Lakers that he's 2. I love this.
Where you're so wrong and why you shouldn't love this at all is that if he had an agent and a professional known for doing these kind of things, then the credit would be given to the agent. You're missing the backdrop and the impact of the LeVar Ball factor that contaminates this entire situation. It's not like Lonzo Ball is being represented by Bill Duffy or Henry Thomas or even a Rich Paul for that matter or anybody else. Right now, it's about his dad. And so when you're looking at this situation, you're thinking LeVar Ball as much as Lonzo. And so now you find yourself in a situation where you're literally praying that the Lakers are the ones that take you, because if the Lakers don't take you, who knows where he's going to drop. Remember, De'Aaron Fox gave it to him in the NCAA tournament. Remember when we met him and we looked at how undersized he was and how desperately he needs to get in the weight room, because even though Kevin Durant was slim, Kevin Durant was also 6'10", 6'11", with a 7'6" wingspan. Lonzo Ball is considerably smaller and considerably light in the you-know-what. All of those things matter.
What you're saying is, LeVar should hedge his bets, that he's pushing all his chips to the middle of the table on the Lakers, and he doesn't have the experience to do that. But what LeVar is telling the world, like him or not, there's an upside and a downside. He's not perfect like anyone else, and there's plenty of stuff that people don't like. I understand it. But what he's saying is, that's not how I got my kids to where they are now, any contribution I made to it. I'm not hedging my bets. I'm pushing it all into the middle of the table on the Lakers. And if Lonzo turns out to be a perennial all-star for a great Lakers team, he will have been right. And short of that, he will have been wrong. That's what he's betting on.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying LeVar needs to move out the way and let an agent handle this kind of stuff.
All right, Max. So it sounds like Stephen A's gotten to you. It's time for Final Take right now.